All right, yes I am. Okay, hello everyone. Hello everyone, let me double check because it's been a while since I was streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Yes, it is working, right. And Twitch and YouTube are working. Okay, thank you all. Today's stream would be a little less than 1 hour and then I have to go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, as you can see my screen from Lichess, you can see my ad below my name right there. You can see what my accomplishments, and for private lessons visit coachess.com. I'm working with Coachess, a great platform. You can find lots of coaches and interesting material there. So go ahead and visit it, and in the description to my YouTube video you can find more information. In Twitch I ask you follow me on YouTube, and YouTube I'm asking you to follow me on Twitch. You can find that. Oh, I did not put it in the description. Okay, I'll later put it in the description. So if you're watching this later, not live, you can see the description. There will be a link to my Twitch channel, so please do subscribe to it. All right, so today I'm gonna play. I set an alarm clock to not forget, because I really have to go. So a little 55 minutes, that would be the length of the stream. I'm gonna play only 3+2, so don't offer 3+0 to me. 3+2. I'm preparing myself to banter Blitz. I'm gonna be playing this Thursday, so make sure to check it on Chess24. Every day there's 4 matches as far as I understand. But before we do that, I want to do a little bit of puzzles. So hope you stay with me and maybe more people would join while I'll be solving some positions. You can go ahead and ask your questions and write your messages. We'll see if I can respond to all of them. Well, at least I would do my best. A link to play with me, Zaid is asking in YouTube. Yeah, you go to lichess.org and you would see that my nickname you can see on the top right corner. It's a secret nickname, my last name. And you can challenge me. This is my nickname. That's the one. You can challenge me. All right, so let's do some tactics. So the rook is hanging. Obviously, I have to take it. And only 3+2. Only 3+2. Okay, good. So I can take the rook. Rook h2 is coming. If I take here, I lose my queen, but I just come back to g5 and I have extra rook. So I think that's all. f6 check. Interesting. Okay, if king takes, rook h6, I lose the queen. I can take with the queen, or I can move my king. I don't like moving my king because the only square to go is g8. I want to take with the queen. Why is it bad? e5, it's check on f3. What's wrong with king g8? What is wrong with king g8? Oh, maybe takes, and then e5, and then bishop h7, that would be a draw, so I take with the queen. Okay, 3 points for me, good. All right, knight takes c3. First, calculate the material, +1 pawn for black. If I take, it takes, so the bishop is unprotected. I can move my queen to e1, and I think that's the one, because if takes, knight takes, and knight will escape through b2. So it's queen e1, and then I win material, and I take the rook, not the knight. If I take the knight, rook e8, I lose my precious bishop, so I take it here. Yes, 2 points. All right, what's this? Oh my god, rook b5 is coming. King on g1, almost checkmated. So I have rook g8 or moving the bishop. If I move the bishop, yeah, bishop h3 could be the idea, but then rook b5 and then I run with the king. So do I move my bishop or do I go rook g8? If I move my bishop, there's queen g7 check. That's the problem, covering the g file. So I think it's rook g8. In case of rook b5, I move my king whether to a6 or a8. There are some deadly threats, so I'm gonna go rook g8. Queen a7, oh wow. Ah, wow, that's a tricky, wow, that's a nice one. Queen takes, pawn takes, and then win the queen. Hold on a second. I actually have king c8 move. It could be the one. King takes a7, a takes b. I lose my queen with a check. Oh my god, queen a7. That is beautiful. I cannot take. I have to move my king. Wow. Hold on a second. Takes, a takes b, king b6, takes king c5 with a tempo. And if rook goes away, I don't see a checkmate. I just have a perpetual. So if I go king c8, checkmate almost in one is coming. I think it's king c8. Queen f7, and now I always have bishop d5. Let me see if I have anything better. No, it's good enough. Oh wow, 13 points. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, in the game it was bishop h3, rook b5. Okay, since we're looking for a win, queen takes b5 leads to a draw. A takes b, rook g8, there's perpetual, but we want more. So where do we move the king? a6 looks solid, a8 or c8. c7 doesn't look good because of check on g7. So how do I choose? What is the best defense after this? The defense would be rook g5. Aha. Rook g5 is next move. Oh my god. Queen takes b5. It's not perpetual. It's rook g8, king h1, bishop g2, king g1, bishop c6, king f1, bishop b5 check, king e1, rook g1 mate. Oh, that's beautiful. Queen takes b5. I did not see that. That is beautiful. Without the pawn on c3, it would have never worked. And now it says queen g7, and I just come back. So I want to show you this line. I'm sure you will appreciate it. So pawn takes. I give a check. They only move king h1. I give another check. Seems like a perpetual, and king is running away to f1. No, it's not. The only move is bishop c6 under the attack. King goes to f1. Bishop takes here. King goes here. Beautiful checkmate. You had to see this one when you play queen b5. All right. Hello, Paul Morphy. Yes, I'll do a stream today, and I have plans to do stream tomorrow. And Thursday is my first Banter Blitz. So do support me in Chess24 YouTube and Twitch channel. I would really appreciate your support. All right. And so this is for training purposes. I'm doing tactics and playing with you guys is to get a little bit of practice. Of course, there's other preparation which is required. All right. So what's this? This is basically the queen, and that's it. So what's wrong with c7? I don't see anything wrong with c7. Rook b8 is coming almost literally on any move black is doing. I don't see a problem. Okay, c7, rook f8. All right, and if rook b8, it's queen c4, and then I go, let's say, queen h3, and I win, or I take and give a check. Either way, I don't see a problem. c7, rook, king h7. That's a smart move. Hold on a sec. I can trade queens, but then the pawn would not promote after rook c8. If I go rook c8 now, so black may think of rook a2. I promote. I have two queens, but this is not it yet. Queen e2, checkmate is coming, and then I give a check and capture the rook, and that would be a win. So I think that's the one. And now I promote. I do have queen b1 move though. Hold on a second. Queen b1 looks winning. Queen b1, if takes, rook takes, the pawn simply promotes. If queen b1, rook c2, queen b1, rook c2. And if I promote, it's queen e3, I get checkmated. If queen b1, rook c2, queen c2 takes, promote, it's a perpetual. So I promote first, and then queen e2, I give a check and take. Let's see. Rook d2, wow, what's this? Well, I take, of course, but so queen e3 mate is coming. Do I have anything better? I have queen b1 move. No, I don't. It's rook d1. So I think I have to take the rook. I also have check on h8, g8, which is hardly useful. So I think I take the rook, and then I go queen a6, and then queen e3, king g2, queen d2, king runs to h3. There's no perpetual. I think I take and come back with the queen. And now queen a6. Rook b1 doesn't help. Doesn't help. It's check, and I can even lose. I'm losing that rook on next move. So it's queen a6. I don't see anything else. Yes, 9 points. All right. How will you play? I'm playing. Hold on, let me see. I haven't prepared yet. Oh, Matthias Bluebaum from Germany. Matthias Bluebaum. Yes, do like the stream. Thank you for your advice. That's a good advice. I see Rook H8 chat in Twitch, but not sure what is referring to. So Twitch users, do follow me on YouTube. You can just type my nickname as on Twitch and YouTube, and you can immediately follow me. And my YouTube viewers, please go to Twitch and or check the link in the description and subscribe to my channel. Apparently Twitch is very popular these days. All right. Okay. No more questions. So let's see what's going on here. The king is exposed to check, queen unprotected, the bishop unprotected. So I can give a check and takes the bishop, but no, I give check and then take with the check, and that's it. That's all she wrote. So queen b7. If king h8, I go queen a8, queen g8, and my knight is still hanging. It's not that winning. So queen goes here, king h8. Then I can give a check, then I can give another check, and king comes back. Yeah, it's of course a check first. There's no doubt about that. Oh, king g8 is not interesting. It's check, and it's takes. But wait, what's the win after king h8? Knight g6 is not queen a8. Knight g6, king g8, and now queen... Oh, just takes. Ah, the knight is not hanging anymore, and there's no perpetual, because after check there's queen f2. Or king can run away, but queen f2 is more convincing. Okay, a few more, and I'm gonna start playing your challenges. What's this? Semi-protected, unprotected, alignment, king in the checking distance, h3 semi-protected. Okay. I'm also under knight f6, so bishop d4 is not good. What else can I do? Just f5? That's boring. f5, if knight moves, I can pin, and otherwise I just win. So it's just f5. It is just f5. Adib is asking what's my rating. My FIDE rating is 2585, which is the lowest for many years now. All right, thanks Abot622 from Twitch. Thank you for following me. All right, so what's the win here? I want to go f5. What could be any move with the knight? I just take and then I pin. That's it. So I think that's it. Okay, this is just takes. It's not interesting. One more. What is this? I'm pawn down, unprotected. Some alignment here, semi-protected on d5. Okay, I have a problem here. So how do I win this? a6 and then take on d5. That must be the win. So a6, forcing move, queen d3. How do I win after queen d3? I don't see yet. No. So where's my win? I have rook c5. Maybe rook c5. Yeah, rook c5 and knight d5. That looks like a win to me. All right. Okay. I also want to be fast, because that is what's required for Blitz. You have to be fast and accurate. My rating in tactics on Lichess, it's 2600. Oh no, wait a second. What's my rating on Lichess? No, I had 2900. That's this embarrassing rating for me. That's why I want to get better at it. On chess.com, I don't remember, like 3000 plus, I think. Okay, f5, knight f6 question from Twitch. It's just takes. The rook was protected. Okay, what is this? What is this? A back rank problem, e2, some forks with the knight. Okay. And my knights are hanging, so it's not like I can do anything I want. And this is not a simple one. It's knight b4, it then takes. It's no good. So maybe it's a slow pin on there. What else can I don't see good looking forcing moves at the moment for myself. Oh, I want to go queen b5, but that seems like a little... Or queen a6. Let's say if queen a6, queen c5, rook e2, the king just moves, queen e2, the king moves. I don't see a continuation. Oh, that must be a difficult one. Do I see an imaginary board in my mind when playing blindfold chess? Yes, yes I do. Okay, let me do this puzzle like this. Haven't done it in a while. Thank you for that question. The knight is hanging. I can just go rook a d8. Queen c5, it's just rook... No, wait a second. Rook d1, king e1, Queen takes e1, of course. So rook a d8, queen c5, rook d1 wins the queens, rook a d8. That looks like the one. If king moves, then I jump to d3. That must be winning. Just rook a d8. Improve your worst place piece. That must be a decent move, because I don't see any forcing, good-looking force. Knight b4, queen c5. There's no continuation after that. Moving the knight away, it's always captured, and c6 is saying, so I think it's rook a d8. All my pieces in the game with the threat of knight d3, and then somehow it should collapse. Okay, let me check my intuition. Correct. All right. What's next? f3 is unprotected now, and there's knight d3 forcing move. Ah, okay, I promised you to do it blindfolded. Okay. Knight d3. If queen c6, knight c1. F2 is also a problem. Okay, knight d3, queen c6, knight c1, queen c1, and then pin, queen b5, or queen d5. That's just queen d5. Must be a win. No, queen d5, knight d4. Yeah, I cannot calculate this one till the end. Visualization. Could you recommend best simple training to enhance that skill? Yeah, I don't know what to do from the start, but I've been told a good idea is to just put a piece in your imaginary board in your mind and try moving it for 10 moves. And every time tell which squares are under attack. So it gives you better understanding. Or just one piece. Which squares, let's say the knight is the trickiest one. And which squares are under attack and where can you move, etc. And then you add several more pieces, but you have to ask someone for help, because it's better if somebody is following what you're doing. Good evening, Mr. Xisamolia. Okay. Challenge list you can see here, but I do want to finish this one. This is the challenge list right there. Okay. I want to go knight b4 or knight d3. Let's see. Knight b4, queen c5, takes, rook d. No. I want to go knight d3. Knight d3, queen c6. Knight c1. If knight takes c1, it's just rook c8. If queen takes c1, there's d1, e2, f3. There's, I think anything is winning there. Let's be precise. Queen b5, it's queen c2. It's not immediately the win. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it in there. Let's see. That's correct. Okay. So this is a very difficult one. I want to get this one right. Knight takes c1, queen takes c1. I want to see the killer from here. There's even queen h5 moves. Knight c1, queen c1. Come on, e2, f3, back rank, h1 unprotected. There must be something immediate. If queen d5, it's knight e d4. I don't see a follow-up. If queen, I have to move the queen. I don't rook f, rook e2, king e2. I don't see the win there. So it's if queen b5, queen a6, let's say. No, queen b5, a6 doesn't matter. It's queen c2, rook c8, queen d2. I don't see a follow-up. What's that? Yeah, I just want to take on c1 and then see where it takes me. Hello to Blitz. Okay. Knight takes c1. Do I have anything else? Rook takes e2. No. Attack on f2. I don't see. Rook c8. Queen c8. No, I think I have to take. Let's take. Oh, that's it. Whew, thank you. So what's the follow-up? Queen takes c1. Oh, the rating was 2550. That's a big rating. What is win? Rook e2, really? Queen b5. I felt like everything was winning, but I didn't see the h6. So this is just domination, apparently. Wow. And what was the killer one? Rook takes e2, queen takes e2, queen b5. Yes, I've seen this one. So the king goes, let's say, back. And of course, rook e8 check. Ah, yeah. Yeah, and then I win the queen or more. Yeah, king. Yeah, that's it. Wow, nice. All right. So I want to have everything green, and then I'm going to accept one of your challenges. All right. Oof, what's this? Unprotected, semi-protected, semi-protected. King is exposed to checks, unprotected. There's a pin here, so moves. It's not so critical. So f7 is the main problem, and the queen sort of under attacks, hypothetically. So we need the queen to win the game. Knight g5, not big threat enough. Rook d7. What else? It's basically a queen. So maybe takes on c5. Takes and just pin it. That's boring. Yeah, my knight is hanging, so like takes, the rook is hanging, just pin. Bishop cannot move, captures do not work. Rook d5 is just ridiculous. I just push a7, so that's it. It's not the king. Rook takes or knight takes. If knight takes, it's queen a5 or d3. No, it's rook takes. Okay. Okay, one more. Yes, I'll accept your challenges in 5 puzzles. Okay, what's this? This is a piece up. Just takes, rook e1, queen e1, takes, and if queen e8, I just come back. So I don't see what's this about. Check. King h7 is just bad because f7, because so its queen goes here. Not interesting. Okay, what is this? Equal material, alignment right here. So I think that's takes, then takes, and bishop b4 should do the trick. So knight e5, knight c3 is the problem. Knight d7, knight d1, and knight just takes the rook, and the knight is trapped. So I think that's it. And now I take here, because if I play this, it's knight c5. So I take and go here, and just win the exchange. Okay, 3 more. 3 more. Let's see. Any questions on Twitch? No, just people carefully following what I'm doing. What is this? Okay. d5, king is usually exposed on that diagonal when the f-pawn has moved. Queen unprotected. There's some sort of x-ray right here. So knight b5 may be the win. Knight b5. Rook b5, a takes b, exchange. Knight b5, queen b6. Where's the killer? It's probably takes, and the pin, queen f2. That's nice. Knight b5, queen b6, knight d4, knight d4, queen f2. Protecting the bishop and attacking the knight. Rook to a4, and then bishop takes d4. Oh my god, and rook on a8 is under attack. Wow. Wow, checks this out. Queen f2 is the only move. Rook takes a4. It's not the capture, because now black is fine. The knight is protected. I take on d4, and any capture a8 rook is lost. And if rook a1, I have time to win the queen, because my rook is protected. That's a good one. 2 more, and I'm gonna accept one of your challenges. How did I get so good at chess? It's almost 30 years of work. Yeah. Just start early, do lots of challenging puzzles, hire a coach, and or get a coach, and work. And of course talent and persistence, etc. But mostly it's work. Okay, so f2 is the problem, and queen cannot move. So if like a knight appears on d3, that would be game over. I think knight g4 is just the killer. Just attacks the pawn, there's nobody to protect it. There's some x-ray here, but I'm not concerned because I have bishop f2, queen takes d1. So let's go knight g4. Knight f1, and now just takes on f2. And then, you know, bishop takes. Queen takes, and queen d1. There's no discovery with the knight, so bishop takes f2, queen f2. And now it's very critical, because if I take here, it's rook d8. I take the rook, I lose my knight. Could be worse, 2 pieces. So it's queen takes d1. Okay? And hopefully the last one. Thank you, Paul, for wishing me good luck. All right. All right. Hopefully the last one. Oh, it's a backrank problem. Just go g3 and mate in 2 moves. No, not in 2 moves. Queen f2 is the best defense, of course. It's still losing. Yeah, just g3, no defense. I can take, because this is not the mate, because this isn't checkers, it's gonna be queen f1, and those pawns would start rolling. So it's not, so I have to take the queen, and that's it. Okay, 2687. Hopefully 85, I'm gonna get to 2700. Let's see, who's the highest rated at the moment? 9 challenges. Are these all 9s? Yes. Let's do the Saurabh XD. Let's go. I'm gonna go e4. No? Okay, French. All right. Matthias Bluebaum is playing French, if I remember correctly. Let's do this. Let's see. Okay. 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 Knight goes to e2. I want to keep the square for my knight. Takes, takes. Capture. Castle. The knight goes to a good square. I want to go bishop f4. So queen c7 is the main move, stopping knight here. Okay. I think it's queen c1. The main move in the position is takes, takes, and knight e4. Ah, now takes, takes would transpose. Ah, that's a smart move. Okay, takes, takes, knight g5 transposes to the main line. Knight g5 is the main move. Messing with my knight and my pawn on d4. Hello, Elefantino. Who are you? From Lviv. That's my home city. Okay. It's okay, the knight is hanging, so I can, and the pawn is hanging. I think it's knight e2. It's not g3. g3 is no good. g3 is no good, it's just g5, so knight just comes back to e2. My next move is queen e3. This knight would have to go away, and I control the e5 square. Queen e3. Where does this guy go? Knight d6. I'm throwing knight e5 with a tempo. Probably, or just continue my development. h7 is the problem a little bit. Knight g5 could be the problem after this. Because h6, knight h7, nice trick. Knight g5. Oh, ah, okay. I think that's a proper way to go. Good preparation from India. Okay. So I cannot take because it's bishop c6, but I can go knight e5 first. That looks very good to me. I get an outpost, I attack the bishop, and then I take my pawn. I have an extra pawn for some little compensation for black. Oleksiyenko is streaming, that's right. That is right. Okay. Can just take here. Takes, takes, queen takes, bishop c6, takes, 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 rook d1. I guess I should do that. A little boring. Bishop c6. Ah, knight f5. No bishop c6. Alright. Maybe just develop the rook. Yeah. Just keeping an eye on my only weakness. b7 was hanging. Maybe I could have taken it. Bishop b5, not the worst move, by the way. Yeah. If I go rook e1, it's f2 is the problem. And I cannot unpin. I should have taken that pawn. Alright. It's not good. Yeah, I don't like my position already. I messed up. How can I fix my problems? Okay, I need to be a little faster. Let's see. Knight g4 move, but let me just play a forcing move, and then I'm gonna unpin myself. e6 is sort of hanging, so queen g6, I go rook e1, or no, I don't have knight f4 yet. Now I want to go rook e1. Hopefully I didn't blunder anything. So far I have a pin, and I want to come back to e5. Ooh, now knight here. Finishes the game. Queen g4, queen e6 check. Okay. All right. So there could be some problems on g2. How can I fix it? Queen d5, bishop c6. I think I'm losing. Knight d5. And that's it. The knight cannot move. Okay, let me finish the game in a proper way. Let's attack the queen. And spin the knight again. Let's go f3 just to make sure nothing terrible is happening. Knight e7 is my next move. Thank you. That was a tasty checkmate. All right. All right. Who's next? Where are you, Valery? You're usually challenging me. Last time I had horrible problems against you. I want to do better today. Let's see who else. Who's the least rated? Let me go with the least rated. 24. 3 plus 1. Nope. I told 3 plus 2. Okay. Who's 20? Okay. Ahmed. All right. Let's go, Ahmed. Let's go e4. No? All right. Who's next? Again, least rated. Least rated. Wait a second. Real newbie. Okay, let's go, real newbie. Finally, I get black pieces against you. Okay. e4, e5. It's a very good move, I've been told. Takes. Ah. You're playing Scotch against me. All right. Let's see what you got. I forgot about this line. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me give a check. Let me mess your preparation a little bit. Why did I do that? I do not know. Takes. And now let's say castle. And I'm worse. Why did I exchange that bishop? Okay. Let's go d5. ED, CD. Okay. So I have option of pushing the pawn or playing c6, but then white can eventually occupy the d4 square, which I do not like. What else can I do? dc4? No, not very pleasant. Can go bishop b7. Let me go bishop b7 first. Let's see. Because c takes d, queen d5. Oh, knight f3. Knight f3 just takes, knight f3. But at least I would have some initiative for my slightly inferior pawn structure. cd5, queen d5, knight f3, queen h5, or rook d8. Not very pleasant. No, so capture is not so good. And what do I want? Maybe I want to go d4. Maybe I want to go c5 and then d4. Knight f3 immediately. That makes sense. If I takes the queen double pawns, the bishop would be a monster. d4, knight takes d4. That's the tricky one. It's so easy to play for white. Let's just develop the rook. I don't know. Takes, I take with the knight maybe, or with the queen. I think the position is about equal. The problem is it's so easy to play for white. Oh, now I can go d4. Queen c2 was an inaccuracy. White should have played something more concrete. Now f3 is hanging, so no. Queen c2. Seems like blue bum is already a formidable opponent. Yeah. What color is the boards that I see in my mind? I don't think it has color. I don't see color, as they say these days. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yeah. You just messed up with my algorithm, the psalms. now I'm gonna be focused on what color are the squares instead of the position in my mind. So yeah, now I think I'm better a little bit. The knight has to go, or white has to move ridiculously like this. So I think knight d2 is the move. And then I can think about pawn on h2 with this stuff. But queen d6 runs into c5 right now. Oh, knight d2 then g2 could be the problem. Maybe I go queen d6 with a threat, knight g4. And if c5 I can go queen d5 and then provoking f3. That would not be good. Yeah, queen c2, one small inaccuracy. And that was it. He should have just taken or developed the rook, I suppose. Queen b3 with it? No, rook b8. No, that was not good. Okay. Knight d2, and I was planning queen d6. Queen d6, knight e4. Queen d6, knight e4. Oh, sorry. I have more attackers. Pure mathematics, just count the number of pieces. f3. Okay. Okay, now I accomplished something. The weak square on e3. But I cannot do this, and I cannot do this yet because h7 is hanging. And now knight e4 is coming. So what do I do about that? Throw the rook in. c5. I want to go c5. Let's go c5 just. That's a useful move. And now I was thinking rook e3 because capture seems too dangerous to me. So let's go. Not really threatening anything. I have useful move rook e8, g6 or h6, maybe g6. Okay, now I was thinking to take with the bishop and keep my knight. Why? I don't know. For some reason I want to have knight g4 stuff, so I want to keep my knight. I don't like my bishop with this pawn, so I'm gonna give up my bishop. If bishop takes e4, what do I do next? I want to go just rook d8. Just rook d8, and if rook takes pawn takes, I will not lose that pawn, I think. Takes. It's very hard to play for white. h3, and now I think I just walk in, or queen f4 and rook d2, or queen g3 and rook d2. Hold on a second, my eyes are like running around the place. Everything seems to be winning. Now queen g3 seems like a killer. Rook d1, queen f2. Hold on, queen f2, king h2. Takes, and then g6. Okay, let's go queen g3. That's very hard to handle. Surprising that rook d1, queen f2, since I have a back range. Oh, lost on time. Yeah, okay, that was a difficult game. Just one inaccuracy, queen c2. Okay. All right, let's go. Who's next? Everybody's doing 3+2. Okay, I want a rated game. No 3+0. No 3+1. Ivanchuk, really? Okay. Ivanchuk 66. Let's do this. From Emirates. Another French? Thank you. I need some practice before playing blue ball. All right. How are you gonna win that pawn back after knight b3? I always have bishop e2. It's not like I gave that bishop away. My next moves are c3, bishop e2. And do I go c3 now or come back with the bishop now? Let's come back with the bishop now. Now I want to jump with this knight. Let's say to d4. Usually a5 is the trick, but I always have a4. I don't know how black can give one more attack to this pawn. c3 was my move anyway. Unless bishop c3 is working, but it's not. Takes, no. My next move is knight d4 or bishop d4. Not sure yet. Okay. Thank you for the b5 square. Rook e8. Okay, black is doing all the logical moves, and yet I have advantage because I have extra pawn. Although all black's pieces are great, it's just one pawn is missing. Knight f2 sometimes is this, but it's just not working. Bishop c3, knight c3, everything too optimistic. So what's my next move? I would say maybe knight f d2. Yeah, it's too backwards. I don't like backward moves. Knight f d4 and then I'm going there. Yeah, takes. Why? Okay, so I can go to an endgame right now. And then so I take, queen takes. If rook takes, the a5 is hanging, which is great. If that rook takes, can go. Yeah, let's go to the endgame. Let's play some boring chess. That's the most frustrating thing for the opponent when you're playing very boring chess. Zero counterplay. Would you say you see a physical board in your mind or more have a feeling? No, I see a physical board. I see a physical board. Sort of, but yes, it's like 64 squares and everything. It's not vague, it's very specific. So that's it, the pawn is lost. Knight d3 maybe the only move, and then I take on f6. And then I go rook e2 or take on e4. So knight d3 is the only move to continue. Let's see. Bishop f6, g f6, rook e4, knight b2. Oh, that's no good. Thank you for the pawn. Take with the pawn, 2 pawns up. Rook takes maybe was better. Let's just, I don't know. It's just double rooks. Then go here and then push it, something like this. It's not interesting anymore. Rook e7. You have a nice outpost. The problem is there are way too many pawns missing. Maybe I'm not converting in the best possible way, but 3 pawns, 2 pawns, okay. Alright, what is the proper way to convert this? Rook c1, I suppose, yeah. Rook behind the pawn and just push it. Best place for a rook is behind the passed pawn. He's defending very well. He, she. Ivanchuk, I'm assuming it's a he. Okay. Yeah, I cannot do it without my king. Let's go knight c5. Oh, come on, I lost again. Oh my god, okay. I'm doing stupid things. Rook b6 wins back material. I wanted to go rook c2, and that would be way... Rook b4, rook b6 would just win my this pawn or that pawn. That's ridiculous. Okay, I relaxed too much. Okay, I'm gonna focus now. This is the best way to convert. I want to activate my rook, but rook d6 is coming. I also want to go rook c4, but then takes and king is coming. I don't see how I can stop that. Okay, let's do this one. Let's go to the knight egg. Oh, okay. Now it should be easy. I don't know, F4 or something. I could just push it, so I just push it. Let's have some fun. They are just going. No one to stop the pawns. Knight c7, b6, then c7 is just it. Maybe knight c7, b6, rook d8 is the only move. Takes and rook c8. Yeah, that was the better try. Check this out. Check this out. Knight c7, b6, and rook d8. Still not completely. Rook d4. Wow. Because if takes, it's rook c8, it's not immediately losing. So I have to move my king. So the game a little bit continues a little bit. But all right. How much time do we have? One more game. One more game. I'm gonna pick the highest rated. I think I have time for, yeah, just one more game. Let's see, 1960, 1988, 2065, 3 plus 2, it's 2100. That's the highest rated. Okay, let's go. Rage 00 quit. Okay. 32 games. Only 32 games. All right. It could be that this player is actually very strong. Aha. Okay. Nobody knows this line. It's not a bad one. Okay. Takes. I don't think that's a proper way to play it. Just I get my space. There's no c4. Just strategically already almost winning. I'm a little behind in development, but the pawn structure is amazing. This is a problem. Yeah, exactly. Let me develop the bishop to an active square, so now queen a5 would be a problem. Let me go queen a5 now, with some threats, I would say. Assuming quite we're preparing long castle. Seems like it was the idea. Long castle would be really dangerous. Takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. Okay. Alright. Let me just castle. Unpin my knight. It's very hard to break through, by the way. Long castle. Alright. Alright, so white is clearly intending to go there. So I need to be fast on the queen side. How do I do that? Use the b file? Or what else? Going h5 is ridiculous. g4 is coming at me anyway. So do I have any plans to make more videos about endgames? The Blitz streams are good, but those are my favorite. Yeah, I have so much to do that I don't really plan too much in advance. Alright. Knight e7, g5, g4, a6. Bishop moves to a4, it's b5. That looks promising to me. Let me do this. Maybe it's too slow. Oh, a3. Okay. Let's go a6. Let's have some fun. A takes b. I have plans to give a check. And then takes the bishop, and I have an open a file, which I like. Rook a2 is coming, so either knight c3 is necessary. So I guess knight c3 is necessary. Okay. So now I need to get... Okay, b3 would be coming at me. Alright. How do I break this sort of fortress? Knight e8, knight d6. Knight e8, b3 is coming. b3 is coming. Interesting. It's not that easy to break through. Let's go with the knight. This knight is misplaced anyway. Playing too sophisticated chess, I would say. Okay. b3 I think is a must. And then I would have some ideas with the sacrifices, like rook a3 would be a move to consider. Rook a3, and then I don't know, but I really want to block the king side like this. If g5, no files will get open ever. If capture, I get a fancy outpost. Queen e2. Okay. So now it's time to develop my bishop. So let's just do that. Next move rook c8, and then there would be some sacrifices, like rook a2 maybe. Or attacking the b pawn somehow. But it's very hard to do. Okay, rook fc8. So now the knight is officially hanging. There's no attack on the king side whatsoever. Okay. I want some brilliancy, but I don't see it. So there's no threat. The knight cannot move because I would take. Okay. Just double rooks, as boring and simple as it is. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna just try doubling the rooks on the c file. Queen b2 was a good move. Yeah, queen b2, of course, and then rook a2, queen b2. Just getting out from the x-ray, attacking the b2, rook a2 is coming. Now it's time. It would be trapped with bishop c1, but I don't see that one happening. My next move is rook a2 or rook c6. Yeah, rook c6 is the killer. Bishop f2, the e3 must decide. e3, rook e3 only move. Rook takes c3 and then takes. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Or knight e4 check, I'm not sure. Take on c3 first or knight e4. Everything is winning. Okay, let's not relax. Let me focus. Knight to e4. That's the best one. No. Yeah, not knight e4. Let's go. If knight takes, it's rook c2. Basically a checkmate. And now I take with this pawn, so the knight is hanging. Still no win. That's weird. Rook g3, still no win. Ah, knight d5, of course. Rook g3, knight d5. The knight is coming to an outpost. Rook c3, huge threat, no defense. Queen e3, knight d5 is a killer. That was a good game. I think it was close to flawless. Let me check. Analysis board. Yeah, knight c3 takes, yes, f takes e is the correct move. d4 is not good. Yeah, I think I was already doing very fine. Hold on, it was -2 and now it's h5. Come on. h5 and castle. No, Stockfish is wrong about that. Knight g2, castle. a3 right now. Nah, there's no threat. Knight e7 was correct. Interesting. Knight e7. Okay, it's a very low depth, so maybe I shouldn't even trust it. Okay, I like this game. I don't want to look it up with the angel. All right, let me see if you posted any more questions, and that would be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Do like this video and follow me on Twitch, and Twitch users, please follow me on YouTube. And there's on YouTube in the description you can find more information about me, about my courses, and what is going on. Try a simul next time. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm up for it. So I'm doing this for training myself. I'm getting my self-esteem higher, so I appreciate you all losing to me. I was wondering if white could lock up the king side with g5 and just run with the king over there. I don't think you would be able to run away, because I'm just putting too much pressure on the c file. All right. Mohammed Amar 2000 rating 2100. I felt that you played well. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Let me check Twitch. No, not so much there. Thank you Twitch. Thank you YouTube. Take care, and I do plan to stream tomorrow. Check my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, click the notification button, and you would know when I'll be streaming again. Okay. Take good care of yourself, stay healthy, take care, and goodbye.